guys! Today I thought I'd try something a little different. I'm going to show you how I give myself a home facial. During the process of this, I'm also going to talk about what each of them does really great, how they compare to each other, because that is the question that I get asked the most often, and also great things to use with them. So the first thing that we have to do is cleanse our face thoroughly. The next step for me is always using a toner. So this is P50. This is probably my favorite toner. And I'm just going to use my hands to apply it because I'm in the tub and I don't feel like getting some cotton. Put a little bit on the palm of my hand. And then just press it on. I'm going to follow that with a little bit of this caffeine solution under my eyes for bagginess. One of the things that I love about microcurrent is that it will help your skin absorb the active ingredients in your various products. We'll get to that more later when we talk about the Jenu, but all of the different devices have that same benefit, which is why the awesome stuff that they put in their gels becomes part of the skincare experience. So I've added a little bit of that caffeine to kind of help with those spots. And then I'm using a little bit of the Niod Copper Amino Isolate Serum, 1%. And that is just really boosts all of your skincare. So again, I'm trying to get the most out of both my skincare and my devices by pairing them up in a thoughtful way. So I only have a little bit of this stuff left, so I'm just gonna apply it right to my face. Kind of weird blue color, and then apply it in. First device I'm going to use is my Ziip, and I'm starting with their gold gel. Now their gold gel is awesome. It contains snail peptides, it contains all kinds of other really crazy sounding ingredients that are actually clinically shown to have a remarkable benefit for your skin. So I love it because I'm doing this awesome treatment and then I'm also getting that bonus of the gel kind of acting as my daytime serum. With the Ziip, the device works using an app on your phone. So today I'm going to start with the Total Clearing app, which is the app for people who have acne. I mentioned I have a breakout. So it made a little beep when we're ready to go. There's also, I don't know if you can see my screen, a video on here to show you exactly what to do, but I've been doing this for a while. So you're going to take the Ziip and do tiny circles on the area where you're feeling an emerging breakout. And what this does is the negatively charged particles in this custom program neutralize and bond with the infection inside of that skin. You're supposed to do it about 1 minute per area, and really only where you feel stuff coming out. It's not a preventative measure. So right now you can see I'm doing a spot treatment just on my chin. And after a minute, I'm going to stop it by pressing the button on the back. Next, I'm going to do one of my favorite programs. This is the Energize program. This is a 12-minute, completely incredible, full face energizing anti-aging program. There's also a 4-minute version called Instant Gratification, which provides an immediate flush to your skin. It makes it look glowing and gorgeous and healthy. I'm not going to show you the whole Sensitive Energize, but I'll do a little bit of a speed up here so you can see a little bit what it looks like and what you can expect. What this program is so awesome for is just overall skin health and wellness. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles, it helps with hydration, it helps with glowing, it helps with kind of that lift, that fullness, that balance. There's even a program which you can see that will actually plump your lips, and I've got 2 videos about that program. It's one of my favorites, just to do that plumping lift. That makes this particular device great for people who have acne and want to spot treat, want to go and have a special occasion facial that's going to make them glow, or are concerned about overall aging but not anything really specific and just want to deal with the whole health of their face. And of course, that lip plumping thing, which makes it great to pair with certain lip looks, especially like a big puffy nude lip or like a super glossy lip or even a red lip, where you want a little bit more boom, a little bit more space to play around with. And of course, it's great when you're tired or fatigued and you kind of want to do a more natural look, but you want to take down, the bags under the eyes. Especially, I find this very handy for it. So now, the next thing I'm going to do is switch to the Nuface device, which is my second device that I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to use it with their Golden Gel Primer. This one includes DMAE and alpha lipoic acid, and it comes with this kind of cool squeezy application brush. So you just take the brush, you apply it to the places where you're going to be treating. So for me today, I'm going to do eyes and lips, and then I'm going to sculpt the cheekbones. And a little bit of lifting and a little bit of line therapy. Those deep lines, the lines people get Botox for, on the forehead. I think so. The other gel won't interfere, but I'll be getting an additional boost to the absorption of it as I run the next device. This is my Nuface device. This device is useful in a different way. Instead of having all of these programs and an app, this device has interchangeable heads. So you can put on a head that does red light therapy, which helps increase the production of collagen. You can use this particular device, which I'm going to show you how to use in a second. It's called the Eyes and Lips. And then, of course, there is the cheekbone sculpting, which made them so famous. So you turn on the device like that, and you can adjust the settings. I've been doing it for a while, and I have a pretty high tolerance for it. So I'm going to turn it all the way up. I'm going to start with the brow lift just to show you. So you hold the tool underneath your eyes, and you may feel a little bit of a buzz. If so, put on more of the gel. And it's not just that we don't want you to be uncomfortable, but if you're feeling it, it means that it's not going where it's supposed to be going. You need that gel to act as a conductor. So then on the other corner, I'm going to lift again. And I just did 2 times on each side, maybe one more, kind of in the midpoint for overall lift. Now, isn't this crazy? Look at the difference between that eyelid and that eyebrow after just one use. And the more you use the device, if you're good and you use it every day, it will actually start to stay up for longer and longer and longer until eventually you kind of train your muscles. I like to think of Nuface as like the high intensity interval training for your face. It really works by stimulating the muscles in your face that start to sag as we age. So instead of focusing on collagen or circulation or lymphatic drainage or cellular turnover, what they're doing is they're stimulating the deep muscles, and you're almost doing it manually, right? Because I'm pushing up with this tool and inserting those 2 little electric probes. But the result are these eyebrows that are lifted that last. You can also use it right here for what they call the L lines. This place where you get that kind of deep furrow from your mouth moving. And so over time, you'll see that this starts to diminish pretty significantly, but even after one use, I think that you will probably notice a difference. So the trick of this tool is consistency. If you use it every day, you will start to notice almost filler-like results. These kind of marionette lines around your mouth will become less pronounced, especially when your face is resting. You will see a difference in terms of fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes, in the chin, essentially anything that is related to facial movement. And what's great is that this helps and treats and promotes, firmness and lift, but it doesn't freeze your face. the same way that an injectable might. So you still can have a very expressive face while you're using the Nuface device to get rid of those deep lines and furrows. So it does something very similar to Botox does. You can also use it for fine lines around your mouth. Give you a little bit of a plump also. When you use the two together, it's like, bam, your lips look insane. That's this tool. But then you just press this little button here and pop it off, and you got a different tool. This one is the full face shaper. So use this one for big areas. So this one, I like to run the cheek and forehead programs, which come also in an app, but they just tell you what to do because the electrical current doesn't change. So it'll guide you through the program. I've done it so many times now, I don't really need to watch it anymore. But if you're like, what the heck is she doing? Know that it does come with very thorough instructions. And you can see I'm doing it right along the chin, and that helps just lift the whole face. Next, I'm going to do my cheekbone. So you do these kind of vertical shots along the cheekbone. And then you turn the device and cut back horizontally. And afterwards, you can see, again, a big difference in terms of the lift and the fullness in that cheekbone. Over time, the difference becomes more pronounced, and it also starts to last longer. So just even. So now we've dealt with acne, we've dealt with fullness in our lips, we've dealt with circulation and lymphatic drainage, we've dealt with lifting our brows, we've dealt with our deep lines and our fine lines. All that's really left is preserving all of this and what is going on directly on the surface of your skin in this very moment. So a lot of this stuff, when used regularly over time, will start to replace other products, but you still want to do stuff to the very top barrier of the skin. These gels are intended to be rinsed off. So what I like to do is just a light rinsing on the top of my forehead because I can handle those awesome ingredients doing their stuff on my skin. But anywhere that I'm acneic, you want to give it a thorough scrubbing. I'll be right back. So now I've rinsed most of those gel stuff off, and it's time for the last step, the sort of topical surface application of serums. Today, as I mentioned, I have a big old hunk and zip. So I'm going to start with Rene Rouleau Anti-Cyst and apply that here on my chin. And then I'm going to treat my whole chin with this Kypris, the clearing serum. For that, I'm going to use the Glossier Super Pure. Just a couple of drops. Now on the top half of my face, you remember I put the caffeine under my eyes. I'm also going to do some vitamin C to help with brightening, anti-aging, all that kind of stuff. So this is the Glossier Super Glow. Last, but definitely not least, I'm using a brightening serum from The Ordinary, just for my overall skin health and well-being. So I just put a lot of serums on my face, right? There must be something I can do to ensure that they get better absorption. So there is something I can do to aid the absorption of those serums that I just applied topically onto this surface layer of my skin, and that is the Jenu ultrasonic infuser. This thing is awesome. I call it my magic wand. So you put a little bit of their gel on your skin, which does not need to be rinsed off, and then it automatically tells you when it's been a minute per section. So I'm just focusing on that acne region first, doing tiny circles on my face with the Jenu, trying to ensure that that good stuff gets down in there where it can heal my skin and soothe my skin, kill that pimple, help it heal, make sure everything stays in balance, all that good stuff. After a minute, it'll stop, will turn off automatically. If you want to do other areas of your face, you just apply more of the gel to the tip and then repeat in a different section of your face, and that's it. I'm just going to finish with a little bit of moisturizer. Lock all those great serums and also moisture into my skin. Hope you enjoyed my home facial using the 3 greatest home beauty devices: the Ziip, the Nuface, and the Jenu. I hope that after watching this video, you'll have a better understanding of why I use all 3 of them and which of the 3 you should pick to get the results that you're looking for. But to give you a quick wrap-up review of everything that we talked about, the Ziip device is really awesome for overall anti-aging concerns. It helps to promote the growth of collagen. It helps to deal with sagging skin, fine lines and wrinkles, the sort of stuff that happens on what I call the mid-layer of the face, where you lose that healthy glow. The Nuface is what I really call the deep level of skin. It really helps to lift the brow bone, lift the cheekbone, lift, and plump the marionette lines around the face. Those are the kind of places where age will really show. Our face almost collapses in on itself. This is like working your muscles, giving your face a workout. I would think of the Ziip as being more like having the right diet, and the Nuface is the exercise part of the whole equation. And last but not least is the very top surface level, which is the skin that everybody is seeing right now in this moment, and getting the most from any serums and stuff that you use by using a device like the Jenu, which increases the absorption and makes it more effective. It's a magic wand, and you really notice when you start using it a huge difference between the same products that you were using before and after with the addition of the Jenu. They just work better. They last for longer because you lose less of them. Your skin just looks better. And when you put the 3 together, you're dealing with all 3 of those issues. Surface layer, that medium, that diet and exercise, that filling, and then of course the musculature, that layer of stuff up below, which is why I have all 3 and love all 3. But I think that if you're not lucky enough to be able to do that, being able to figure out what your biggest concerns are and address those first. So is it overall signs of aging? Is it a lack of contour and fullness of the face? Is it acne? Is it issues with the texture of your skin? If issues are with the texture of your skin, I found that using my vitamin C serums, the copper amino isolate, all of these glow serums in combination with the Jenu have had a profound effect on that kind of texture of my skin, how smooth it looks, how quote unquote poreless it looks, how small my pores are, how smooth my pores are, that, that glowing quality that comes from skin that is just really healthy on its very, very top layer where everyone can see it. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the tub for this awesome facial. If you want to get more of my weird and crazy beauty movies, please subscribe below. I have a bet with my husband that I can get to 100 subscribers by the end of this month, and it would really mean a lot to me if you would help me get there. Okay, thanks guys, bye.